Hey Scorpio, welcome to the Waterhole Tarot. This is a general reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon and Rising for the full moon on 19th of April 2019. I work with the lunar cycle, so if this message resonates with you, the story could unfold anytime around the full moon or during her waning cycle leading to the next new moon. This month is full moon in Libra, so it's a good time to focus on relationships and anything that might be out of balance in your life. So if you have issues that need to be addressed, sit down, write down your intentions, what needs to be addressed, and use that power of that full moon to help bring things back into balance for yourself. So Scorpio, I feel like you've been holding back creatively and joyfully and expressively in life. I feel like there's something you want to create or express, but you've been holding it in, very unsure of yourself, unsure of whether you had the resources to manifest what you want. It's almost like you've been too scared to voice what you want or put it out there for fear of not having the resources to pull it about. And it's almost like your spirit, your whole creative being and spirit is become dry, I would say. Not dampened, it's just kind of dry. You haven't been being yourself for a long time, and this message tells me that you've got this creative vision that needs to be expressed, and you have the resources to do it, so you are being called to do it. So let's see what that's about for you. Yeah, you haven't felt like you've had the resources. Maybe you've been feeling a real sense of lack, not enough money, not enough support, just generally a real sense of lack that you didn't have the means to get started with what you want. I feel like you may have been pouring your energy, your emotional energy. I feel like you may be emotionally drained or giving of yourself to a relationship, perhaps your family, or whatever your situation is that you've been pouring yourself into, and that's how your your tiny voice inside your creative seed has been neglected, because you may be feeling otherwise drained and lacking stability, lacking stability in life, like you don't have the foundation, the means to get anything off the ground. And it's I'm sad about it. I feel sad about it, that you have been really sitting back, just bearing this sense of loss and lack, and not really speaking up about it, just letting things be the way they are, and feeling kind of burdened by all of this. I feel like you've made a decision recently to if not to drop your burdens, to try. I think it's been a tentative start. You've tried maybe to lighten your load in some way, let go of some burdens, maybe steps towards a breakup of sorts, because you've been controlled. I think you've been held down in this relationship or situation, and you've come to realize that it is bearing down on you and suffocating you, or squashing your desires and your expression of self. And I think that it's time to start breaking free of that, dropping the burden of that. You've been carrying this for a long time, and if you've been wondering why you haven't been able to manifest the things you want, then this is the reason. It all points back to this controlling relationship you may have been in. You pouring your emotional energy into something, and that's leaving you feeling overburdened and lacking in the things that you need. It's been a real drain on you. It's really drained you. It's drained your money, your emotional energy, your creativity. You are completely drained, and so it is no wonder you feel like you can't bring anything to fruition. This has to end. This has to end. Because there's nothing of you left. There's nothing of you left out of this situation. And there's nothing for you either, because you're drained. This needs to end, and a transformation, a re-emergence of you. I feel, someone's been trying to keep you locked down for them. Someone's been keeping you reined in for their own benefit, for their own purpose, and not letting anyone in, and not allowing you to express yourself, and really keeping you bound. And that has led to this loss of self for you, Scorpio. You're afraid of letting this go. There's a lot of passion here. There's love and passion, and you're afraid of letting that go. But it's time. It's time. This has run its course, and this. You have full awareness of this. I don't feel like there's no tower here. There's nothing that is gonna blow. It's more like your full awareness has come around to where this situation has left you, and you know it has run its course. And as I said, I feel like you may have made tentative steps to letting this go, and it's time. And there's some sorrow around this. There's you know, a sense of loss, but at the same time, I think you know that you've got this, you know, beautiful creative energy still there that's just waiting to, you know, to be brought to life, to transform into the things that you've been unable to get, that you've been at such a loss for. You know, the money or the opportunity or the, you know, everything that you've wanted that just has not been showing up in your life is right at the end of this transformation, when you jump back into that, you know, creativity and sense of self, and find yourself again. Really, it's about you know, letting this run its course, and you coming out of the dark and finding yourself again, and getting back into that joyful, creative, expressive energy that is really going to bring to you the things that you want, and that you've been so longing for. But first, you know, I know you know that you need to get out of this, extricate yourself from this, so that you can, you know, express yourself again out in the world, and achieve the things that you want, and you will do. But there's a period of time, you know, that this has to transform before you see those offers and new beginnings come about. So it's going to be interesting when we come around to the new moon and see what things might have occurred for you, and I will see you again on the new moon. I really appreciate feedback, so if this has helped you in any way, I'd love to hear what you've got to say. So feel free to leave a comment before you click out, and like I said, I'll see you again on the next new moon. See ya.